So this is my problem I promised you. Link, shall we read it? Link the lifeguard. Link, the 65 kilogram lifeguard slides down a water slide that is inclined at an angle of 35 degrees to the horizontal or above the horizontal into a community swimming pool. If the coefficient of friction is 0.05, which sounds pretty good, what is Link's rate of acceleration as he slides down? So this is a pretty important one. This will tell this whole story. So what are we given? We're given mass. Can you see this up here? Mass is 65 kilograms. We've got to find FW, FN, FP. We've given you. Okay. You need to take out your calculators. Okay, right now. And the angle is 35 degrees. So FW is easy. What's FW? Anybody?
65.
What is it?
65.
No, that's the mass. 650. I don't know what I was thinking there. So 650 newtons. So what's Fn going to be? So it's going to be 650, what? Cosine 35, right? So what's that going to be? You got to be able to do the trig very quickly.
275.
I need one answer. Omar? 275, is that right? Anybody? Want to help me out here? Is that right? Cosine 35 times 650. What do we get? All right, 532. Omar, is your calculator set on radians or degrees or what?
It's 532.
532, right? So Fn is 532 newtons. What's Fp? What is 650 sine 35? Anybody? Do we have a verification on that?
372, but rounded up is 373.
373. Okay, rounded. And this is what we're given this 0.05. Anything under 1, anything under 0.1 is pretty slippery. You know, snow, going skiing, depending on the skis you wear, you know. Yeah, it can be pretty low, the coefficient of friction. All right, so we need to find the acceleration, correct? Yes? So how are we going to do that? Anybody know? Anybody want to hazard a guess? You know, I'll just give you a hint. The answer is on the other page. Is it VF over T? Might be. How would you get V though? How would you get V? Isn't it on the other page? Okay. What's going to be the friction? We need to find the friction. What's going to be the friction? What's going to be the friction? What's going to be the friction? Isn't friction the force of friction? Don't we know it as this? Mu equals FF over Fn. So Fn mu is going to be the friction. So what is Fn mu? What is Fn mu?
26.
What is Fn mu? Kennedy?
27.
27. Okay. What is the FP, or that portion of the weight, that portion of FW that is parallel with the ramp? What is that? That's FP. What is FP? What is it? What is it? Push or pull, right? But what's the value? What value did we come up with? What is it? 373. Okay, that's right there. So what would the net force be going down the slope? Okay, let's look at a free body diagram. Okay, isn't this FP? Isn't that FP?
Yes, yes, so that's
Is that FP? And isn't this FF? Right? Isn't it? So isn't this going to be F net? How do you get F net? F net equals what? No, F P plus F F, isn't it? Right?
Isn't it minus?
Yeah, but you didn't say that though, did you, Kennedy? So what is FF? Is it 27 newtons? Or is it negative 27 newtons? Right? So what is a positive 373 and a negative 27? So that's going to be a positive 373 plus a negative 27, and that's going to equal F net. So what is F net?
346.
What is it?
346.
I can't hear you.
346.
346. So F net is 346 newtons, right? Now, what's the equation for just F net? Amir and Mohammed, could you see me after class, please? I appreciate that. Very good. Thank you for your cooperation once again. Okay. So what would F net be equal to? AJ, you with me?
Yeah.
What would it be equal to?
Thinking.
You're thinking. Okay. Isn't it just MA?
Yeah.
Isn't that what F net is? Isn't F net? All right, I'm going to erase something. I'm going to erase this. That'll be our little equation workspace. Isn't F net equal to MA? And what's MA? What's MA? What is the value for MA that is accelerating down the slide? No. What is the mass? 65 kilograms, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, and what's A? Isn't that what we're looking for?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay, and what's the F net? 346. So if you say, we're going to leave off the unit labels, is that okay for a moment? Is that all right? So if this is 346, and that's 65, and that's A, what would A be equal to? Wouldn't it be, go ahead, what do we got? 200, what?
5.32.
Yeah,
Oh,
5,
Oh, it's divided.
5.32 meters per second squared, right? So we went through the whole problem.
yeah.
Yes? Okay. Alas, I know. We have to leave, almost. But you have time to gather your thoughts, maybe do one more problem, and we're off. Okay? Don't forget to look at the videos, and I'll see you on Tuesday, okay?